writing equations of lines. What we're going to use to do this we're going to use slope intercept, which is y is equal to mx plus b. You guys tell me, looking at y is equal to mx plus b, what is usually a number and which one's usually a variable? Give me an example of an equation of a line. How about that? Y equals what? Give me an example of an equation of a line.
2x plus
4?
4.
What stayed a variable and what became a number? The m became a number and the what? So what two things do you think I need to write the equation of a line? To write the equation of a line, I need two things. What do you think are they? They are, one, I need the what?
Slope.
The slope, which is our m, right? What's the second thing I need? The b, which is our what? Those are the two things I need to write the equation of a line. If I know that, I can just plug it in there and there, can I? Everyone agree? Well, guess what? That's what we're going to do. Some steps for doing this. First, find the slope, the m. First, find the slope. Second, use the slope and a point on the line to find b. We're going to do an example under this. Find the equation of the line that passes through the points 3, 4 and 5, Once again, what two things do I need to find the slope of a line? What did we say? I need the slope and the y-intercept, the m and the b, right? Because I'm then going to plug it into what? Y is equal to mx plus what? B. What's the first thing I ask you to find?
Slope.
Okay. Looking at this problem, how can I find the slope of the line? Sometimes it'll actually be given to you, believe it or not. The slope will be. Is the slope given to us? No. Well, all they gave us is what? 2 points on the line. If everyone will look back to section 2.5. If we had 2 points on the line, how did we find the slope? Anybody?
Take away the y's and the x's.
Yeah, we had a little thing, had a formula that we wrote up there that said m is equal to what? Subtract your what? Y's over what?
X's.
Subtract your x's. Come in! Chelsea. Do we have some y's and x's here? So, what are my two y's?
40.
4 and what? So it'd be 4 minus, what's the other y? Over. All right, everybody put your pencils down. Just watch me do this. Pencils down. Wake up. Sit up tall. So my two y's are 4 and 8. So 4 minus 8. How do I find, and then the bottom is subtract my x's. What are my two x's?
3 and 5.
So 3 minus what?
5.
Okay. What is 4 minus 8?
-4.
Over, what is 3 minus 5?
-2.
What's a negative divided by negative?
Positive.
What's 4 divided by 2?
2.
So have I found the slope now?
Yeah.
Slope is 2. I've got half of what I need. Don't write this down yet. Put your pencils down. And one thing I want to add, I think some of you have problems using these as templates in your homework because you don't write it down word for word the way I write it. Make sure you write it down neatly where you can follow what we did. Okay, here for step 2 it says use the slope and a point on the line. So my slope is what? 2, and I need a point on the line. Does anybody know a point on this line? I didn't ask for 2 points on the line, I just asked for a point on the line. What did they give us in the problem? That passes through the points this and this. So are these 2 points on the line? So they gave me how many points on the line? 2. So you have a choice. You can use either one of them. Which one do you want to use? Okay, I'm asking you to pick now. This point or that point. So you want to use the point 3, 4. Okay. Here's the reason you do that. What is slope-intercept form? Y is equal to what? Mx plus what? Don't agree? This is my M. Stop writing. I told you guys to watch me. Put your pencils down. Is this an M? Do I have a number that I can plug in for the M? I do, don't I? Do I have a number I can plug in for Y? What does this represent right here? A Y value. So I have a number for that. Do I have a number I can plug in for X? I have X right there, don't I? So if I plug those numbers in, am I left in an equation with only one unknown? Throw that away, please. Yes. Sure. So what do? I put the numbers in. What am I going to put in here for Y? What number am I going to put in for Y?
4.
So 4 is equal to, what number am I going to put in for M?
2.
What number am I going to put in for X?
3.
Plus what? Can I solve this equation for B? First, I need to simplify here, don't I? So 4 is equal to, what's 2 times 3?
6.
Plus B. What's my next step to solve for B?
Subtract 6.
What is B equal to? Huh? Negative 2. So I now have B. So, what is the equation of the line? This is the easy part now. What do? You have Y equal to, then you put some number in for M, X plus B. What do I put in for M? I found my slope to be 2, did I not? So if I put a 2 in there, what did I find B to be? Huh? So what do I put in here? And I have now found what? The equation of the line. You see the steps we went into. So first, you use the 2 points to find the slope. Then, use the slope, one of the points on the line, you plug in for M, X, and Y, and solve for what? Write this down, word for word, neatly. This is the first thing we did. This is the what? Third thing we did. Didn't mean to write over the M equal to 2.
It's still in freeze.
Okay? First, second, third thing we did, right? If you look at your problems, look at numbers 1 through 5 on page 60. You like those problems? What are those? Which step are those problems like on page 60? As our 3 steps we did here. The 3 steps we did. Tell me which step you start at on 1 through 5.
Second one. Second step.
Actually, no.
No, the first step.
Third step. They've already given us M and B, haven't they? So what's the only thing left to do?
The equation.
Plug in what? M and plug in what?
B.
Look at 6 through 10. What are our steps to do there? Those are just like this one, aren't they? 6 through 10, you're going to have to do these 3 steps. And I sure better understand what you're doing with those 3 steps. Skip lines. Show what you're doing. Explain to me every step of what you're doing. It needs to look exactly like I did it here. You just don't have to write out the first, the second, and what is the equation of a line, and the third. But I need that, all that. Do it just like that. If you forget how you do it, guess what? It'll be online, won't it? You can watch me do this one again.